For decades, the image of a reliable pickup truck has been forged in steel, chrome, and displacement. We've been sold a narrative that bigger is better, that toughness is measured in payload numbers and the roar of a V8. But what if that entire narrative is wrong? What if the trucks we've been conditioned to believe are the most dependable are, according to one of the most trusted, unbiased sources in the world, actually some of the most problematic? Consumer Reports, an organization that buys every vehicle it tests and accepts no outside advertising, just released its 2025 reliability data based on surveys from hundreds of thousands of actual owners. The results don't just challenge the status quo, they shatter it. The list of the most reliable trucks is not topped by the titans of industry you'd expect. Instead, it reveals a startling paradox. The trucks with the highest reliability scores are often the ones the old guard dismisses. Coming in at number 6, we have one of the best-selling vehicles in North America, the Chevrolet Silverado 1500. For many, this truck is the definition of a pickup. It's known for its vast array of configurations, powerful engine options, and a commanding presence on the road. But here is where the data delivers its first hard truth. The 2025 Silverado 1500 receives a predicted reliability score of just 39 out of 100 from Consumer Reports. Let that sink in. One of the most popular trucks on the planet scores well below average. The core revelation here is that popularity and reliability are not the same thing. Owners report a range of issues, with the most common complaints centering on the complex infotainment system, in-car electronics, and issues with the transmission and drive system. It's a classic case of a vehicle packed with so many features that the potential points of failure have multiplied exponentially. The evidence is layered. Beyond the overall 39-100 score, Consumer Reports data points to specific trouble spots in the Silverado's climate system, body hardware, and power equipment. While the V8 engines are generally considered robust, they are often paired with transmissions that have demonstrated inconsistent performance. One owner on a popular truck forum stated, "I love the look and power of my Silverado, but it's been in the shop 3 times in 18 months for electrical gremlins. My screen goes black, and the truck once refused to shut off." The financial impact is significant. While the base MSRP starts reasonably at $37,845, the total cost of ownership can be inflated by these unexpected repairs once the 3-year per 36,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty expires. A single out-of-warranty electronics module replacement can easily exceed $1,500. For buyers considering a Silverado, the guidance is clear: stick to lower, less feature-packed trims like the WT or Custom, and be prepared for potential electronic issues. Or, consider an extended warranty as a necessary cost of ownership. While the Silverado is a capable workhorse, its reliability score proves it's far from a sure bet. From one American titan to its fiercest rival, the truck at number 5 tells a very similar, and equally surprising, story. At number 5, we have the undisputed king of sales, the Ford F-150. For over 4 decades, it has been the best-selling truck in America, a testament to its innovation, capability, and marketing prowess. It's the truck that introduced the aluminum body and the hybrid powertrain to the full-size segment. But here's the kicker. According to Consumer Reports, the 2025 F-150 scores a predicted reliability rating of just 40 out of 100. It barely edges out its main competitor, the Silverado, but remains deep in the territory of below-average reliability. The revelation is that even the most popular truck in the world is not immune to the problems of modern complexity. The very innovations that make the F-150 so appealing, its advanced Pro Power onboard generator, massive touchscreen, and turbocharged EcoBoost engines, are also sources of owner frustration. The data shows a pattern of issues with the PowerBoost hybrid system, in-car electronics, and body hardware. Let's drill down into the evidence. The standard F-150 score of 40 out of 100 is concerning enough, but the F-150 hybrid model is a statistical disaster, scoring an abysmal 7 out of 100, making it the least reliable truck for 2025. This is a critical distinction. A mechanic who works at a Ford dealership told me, the 5.0 LV8 is still a solid engine, but we see a lot of issues with the early PowerBoost models. The complexity of integrating the hybrid system creates a whole new set of potential failures. The financial impact is stark. A well-optioned F-150 can easily top $70,000, and an out-of-warranty hybrid system repair could cost over $5,000. One owner described their experience in a survey, saying, "My F-150 hybrid has been a nightmare. It's been towed twice for powertrain faults, and the dealer seems to be just guessing at the fix. The actionable guidance here is crucial. If you're set on an F-150, avoid the PowerBoost hybrid in its current form. Opt for the simpler 5.0 LV8 or the non-hybrid EcoBoost engines, and like the Silverado, an extended warranty should be considered mandatory, not optional. The F-150 is a titan, but its feet may be made of clay. Now, we leave the full-size category and climb the reliability ladder, where things get very interesting. The number 4 truck is an off-road icon that many wouldn't even consider a reliability contender. Cracking the top 4 with a score that surpasses every single full-size truck is the 2025 Jeep Gladiator. This is a vehicle most people buy for its rugged looks, removable doors, and undeniable off-road charisma. It's the only convertible pickup truck on the market. The expectation is that you sacrifice reliability for this unique lifestyle experience. But the data reveals a paradox. The Gladiator earns a predicted reliability score of 50 out of 100 from Consumer Reports. While a 50 is only average, in the context of the 2025 truck market, it's a significant achievement. It's a full 10 points higher than the F-150. The core revelation is that the Gladiator's reliance on a proven, older powertrain, the 3.6L Pentastar V6, gives it a reliability edge over its more technologically complex rivals. By sticking with a less advanced but well-understood engine and transmission, Jeep has inadvertently made its lifestyle truck more dependable than the dedicated workhorses from Ford and Chevy. The evidence is in the details. The Gladiator's 50 out of 100 score is buoyed by strong ratings for its engine and transmission. The trouble spots that do exist are primarily with body hardware. Leaks from the removable top are a common complaint, and in-car electronics, but major mechanical failures are less frequently reported than in the full-size trucks. A Jeep specialist mechanic noted, "The Pentastar V6 has been around forever. We know its quirks. It's a much simpler and more reliable unit than the turbocharged and hybrid systems that are causing so many headaches in other trucks." The financial impact is a trade-off. The Gladiator isn't cheap, with an MSRP starting around $40,000, and its fuel economy is not impressive. However, the lower likelihood of a catastrophic powertrain failure provides a different kind of value. One owner, a former Ram 1500 driver, commented, "My Ram was constantly in the shop for little electronic things. My Gladiator is simpler, and while it's not perfect, it has never left me stranded." The actionable guidance for a Gladiator buyer is to be realistic. Expect some potential issues with wind noise or water leaks, but you can have more confidence in the core mechanical components. It's a surprisingly rational choice for a vehicle that's bought on pure emotion. Moving up the list, the number 3 spot is held by a truck that has consistently been a quiet achiever in the reliability space. Securing the number 3 position is the 2025 Honda Ridgeline, a truck that continues to defy convention and, according to the data, outperform its body-on-frame competitors in reliability. The Ridgeline earns a predicted reliability score of 59 out of 100, placing it firmly in the above-average category. For years, truck purists have dismissed the Ridgeline for its unibody construction and SUV-like ride. The prevailing thought is that it's not a real truck. But the revelation from Consumer Reports data is that this very design philosophy is the source of its strength. By sharing its platform with the famously reliable Honda Pilot SUV, the Ridgeline benefits from a level of engineering refinement and component quality that is simply a step above many of its rugged rivals. It's a truck designed by a company obsessed with long-term dependability, and the numbers prove it. The evidence is compelling. The Ridgeline's 59 out of 100 score is impressive, but it's the consistency that stands out. Year after year, the Ridgeline posts strong reliability scores, with owners reporting very few problems with the engine, transmission, or drive system. Its standard 3.5L V6 engine is a legendary workhorse in the Honda lineup, known for its smoothness and longevity. A Honda master technician I spoke with said, "The Ridgeline is the most trouble-free vehicle we sell with a bed on it. They just run." The biggest issue we see is people forgetting to service the all-wheel drive system's clutches. The financial impact is a story of total cost of ownership. While the Ridgeline has a higher starting MSRP of around $41,600, it holds its value exceptionally well and has some of the lowest repair and maintenance costs in the segment. One longtime owner posted, "I have 150,000 miles on my Ridgeline. Other than routine maintenance, I've replaced a set of brake pads and a battery. That's it. It has been the cheapest vehicle I have ever owned." The guidance is simple. If your truck needs don't involve extreme off-roading or towing more than 5,000 pounds, the Ridgeline is one of the safest and most financially sound purchases you can make in the truck market. It is the logical choice, even if it's not the emotional one. But the top 2 spots belong to one manufacturer, and the truck at number 2 is a compact game-changer. The runner-up for the most reliable truck of 2025 is the Ford Maverick, a vehicle that has completely redefined the small pickup segment. It achieves a predicted reliability score of 59 out of 100, tying with the Honda Ridgeline but at a significantly lower price point. When the Maverick was introduced, many were skeptical of its compact size and standard hybrid powertrain. But the core revelation is that its simplicity and shared platform with the reliable Ford Escape and Bronco Sport SUVs have made it a dependability standout. The Maverick proves that a truck doesn't need to be large, heavy, or complex to be both useful and reliable. Its standard hybrid powertrain, in particular, has shown to be robust, leveraging years of Ford's experience in hybrid technology to deliver exceptional fuel economy without sacrificing longevity. The evidence is in its widespread acclaim and owner satisfaction. The Maverick's 59-100 score is excellent for a relatively new model, and it's important to note this score applies to the standard hybrid and the optional EcoBoost models. Owners consistently praise its practicality, with a flex bed system and thoughtful interior storage solutions. A Ford service manager explained, "The 2.5-liter hybrid system in the Maverick is a proven unit. It's not as stressed as the big turbo engines, and the ECVT has fewer moving parts than a traditional 10-speed automatic. We're seeing very few issues with them." The financial impact is perhaps the Maverick's most compelling feature. With a starting MSRP under $30,000 and the hybrid model delivering over 37 miles per gallon combined, it has the lowest cost of ownership of any truck on this list by a significant margin. One owner, who uses it for a small landscaping business, said, "I'm saving over $150 a month on gas compared to my old Ranger. The truck has already paid for itself in fuel savings alone." The actionable guidance is to target the hybrid model for the ultimate in low running costs. But the 2.0L EcoBoost is also a reliable and more powerful option. The Maverick isn't just a good small truck, it's a great vehicle, period. And that brings us to the most reliable pickup truck for 2025, a familiar name that has reclaimed the top spot. And the number 1 most reliable pickup truck for 2025, according to Consumer Reports, is the Ford Ranger. After a complete redesign, the Ranger has shot to the top of the charts with an impressive predicted reliability score of 65 out of 100. This makes it the only truck to score above 60, placing it in a class of its own. The common perception of the previous generation Ranger was that it was dated. The revelation with the new 2025 model is that Ford has managed to blend modern technology and features with a foundation of solid mechanical reliability. The key seems to be the refinement of its powertrain options, including the standard 2.3-liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder and the new optional 2.7-liter EcoBoost V6. Ford has had years to perfect these engines, and the data suggests they have worked out the major kinks, creating a mid-size truck that is both powerful and dependable. The evidence is right there in the score. A 65-100 is a strong showing and a significant improvement, indicating that owner-reported problems are far less frequent and severe than in its competitors. The Ranger's body and chassis are built on a global platform that has been tested and refined for years in demanding markets around the world. A powertrain engineer I correspond with noted, the 2.3-liter EcoBoost is in its second decade of production. It's a very mature engine. The issues that plagued early versions have been engineered out. The financial impact is compelling. With a starting MSRP around $35,000, the Ranger is competitively priced, but its high reliability score means you are less likely to face the kind of unexpected, $5,000 repair bills that can plague owners of less reliable trucks. This translates to a lower total cost of ownership over the life of the vehicle. One of the first owners of the new model reported, "I've put 20,000 hard miles on my 2025 Ranger, including towing a boat every weekend. It has been absolutely flawless. No rattles, no warning lights, nothing." The guidance for buyers is that the 2025 Ranger represents the current sweet spot in the market. It offers modern tech and strong performance without, it seems, the reliability penalty. It is, according to the data, the smartest choice for a new truck in 2025. So, what is the ultimate takeaway from this deep dive into the hard data from Consumer Reports? It's that the truck market is undergoing a quiet revolution, and the old rules no longer apply. The long-held belief that a truck's toughness is proportional to its size is being systematically dismantled by owner-reported data. We've seen that the three most reliable trucks are all midsize or compact, while the full-size giants, laden with complex technology and hybrid systems, are struggling to keep up. This isn't a fluke, it's a clear trend. As vehicles become more complicated, the potential for failure increases, and the brands that are winning are the ones that are either mastering that complexity or are sticking with simpler, more proven designs. The data doesn't lie. Simpler mechanics often lead to superior reliability. This knowledge fundamentally changes your position as a buyer. You are no longer just a passive consumer of marketing. You are now an informed analyst who can see past the glossy commercials and brand rivalries. You understand that a reliability score of 39 is a warning sign, while a score of 65 is a green light. This is the power of objective data. It allows you to quantify risk and make a decision that is not based on emotion or brand loyalty, but on the statistical probability of that vehicle serving you well for years to come. You can now walk onto a dealership lot and see the trucks not for what they pretend to be, but for what the data says they are. Your next step is to internalize this mindset. The next time you are researching a vehicle, any vehicle, not just a truck, make finding its predicted reliability score your first priority. Use it as a non-negotiable filter. A low score doesn't mean you can't buy the vehicle, but it means you must go in with your eyes open, understanding the potential for future costs and perhaps making an extended warranty a mandatory part of the deal. By putting data at the forefront of your decision-making process, you shift the power dynamic from the seller to yourself. You are no longer buying a story, you are investing in a predictable outcome. Now I want to hear from you. Based on this data, which of these trucks surprised you the most, and why? Let me know in the comments. If this objective, data-first approach to car buying is what you've been looking for, show your support by hitting the like button. And if you want to stay ahead of the curve with more deep dives that cut through the marketing noise, make sure you subscribe for more.